Hi there, this is Miss Nowakowski coming to you from the studio at Grauer Elementary in the Richmond School District. Today's math game that I'm going to share with you is called Target 300, created by Marilyn Burns. She's a math educator known all over the world. This game is for students in grades 4 and up, and it's to practice multiplying by 10 and multiples by 10. So we'll be multiplying numbers by 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 for this game. It's called Target 300, so the goal of the game is to get as close to 300 as possible in 6 rolls. So you can go over 300 or under 300, but when you compare with the people that you're playing with, you want to be as close to 300 as possible. All you need for this game is one dice, or one die, and then some sort of marker and paper or whiteboard to record your scores on. I'm just going to use a number line here to think about a little bit about scoring. So our target is 300, and so say at the end of a game, one partner has scored 310, and another partner has scored 280. Which one is closer to 300? So even though this person scored over 300, the difference between 300 and 310 is only 10. The difference between 280 and 300 is 20. So 280 is actually further away from 300, and this is why a number line helps us. So the partner that won this game would be the person who scored 310, because even though they went over 300, they're closer to 300 than their partner. So for target 300, we're going to roll a single die. So that'll be 1 through 6. And then we multiply whatever comes up. We have a choice. We can multiply by 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50. So we have to use some reasoning to think we want to get as close to 300 as possible, but we have to use all 6 rolls. Okay? So if I rolled a 3, I could do 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 20 is 60. 3 times 30 is 90. 3 times 40 is 120. And 3 times 50 is 150. That's my first roll. I might choose 3 times 50, and then I'm already halfway there to 300, and then be a little bit more strategic in what I choose after that. That's just one way to approach it. To multiply by multiples of 10, this is one way you can think about it. So if I was multiplying 4 times 30, I could do what's called annexing the 0. So I could think about, well, 4 times 30 is the same as 4 times 3 times 10. And then I could do 4 times 3, which is 12, and then multiply it by 10 afterwards. So 12 tens are 120. So this is how to set up your record board when you're playing with a partner. Create a T-chart. Here's this little hedgehog I'm playing with. I've named him after my youngest son, Colin. Miss N for Miss Nowakowski. I've got my dice, and then I've got something to record with. So my son has the first turn, Colin, this little hedgehog here, and he gets a 3. So he is going to choose to multiply 3 by 50. So he writes the equation, 3 times 50 equals 150. So that's his total so far. Let's see what I roll here. Oh, 1. I'm going to do 1 times 50. That's creating the biggest number I can. 1 times 50. Again, remember you have to do all 6 rolls. Colin's got 2. So maybe he's going to do 40 this time. So now he's got 80, and now he needs to do a running total here. So 150 and 80, if I decompose 80 into 50 and 30, 150 and 50 is 200, so this is 230. I'm going to roll. Oh, I got a 6. So now I need to think about this. If I did 6 times 50 again, that would be 300, so I'm already over because I've already got 50. So I think I'm only actually going to do, I'm going to do 6 times 20. That's 120. So when I add those together, that's 170. So remember, it's not just trying to get the highest amount, it's trying to get as close to 300, target 300 as we can. 5. Oh dear. So the lowest he can do is 10. So that's what he has to do. So he's already now, look at this, 230 plus 50. He's already at 280, and he's only had 3 rolls. Let's see what I do here. 4. I think I'm just going to do 4 times 10. I've learned about what Colin's done, and I'm like, I need to keep my numbers a bit smaller. So I've got 40, and I'm going to add it to 170. So I'm going to decompose it into 30 and 10. 30 and 170 makes 200, and then 10 more is 210. So you keep playing, and I'll show you what we end up with on our 6th roll here. Okay, so we've each done our 6 rolls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's see how we scored. So Colin, 230, 280. On his 4th roll, he got a 2, only multiplied it by 10, but is already at 300. And then another 10, so 310, and then he rolled a 4. He did the lowest multiple he could, and another, so that's 40. So his total score is 350. Then let's look at mine. I've got 210, and then I rolled a 2, so 230, and then I rolled a 3. Again, I'm using the lowest multiples here to try and stay close to 300. So I get to 260, and then I rolled a 5. And so again, 5 times 10, the lowest I could do is 50. 260 and 50, decompose 50 into 40 and 10, so that's 310. So which of us got closer to 300? We both went over, but I went over by the smallest amount, so I'm the winner of this game. So think about what you can learn from what both Colin and I did here in terms of your strategy. So do you start with large numbers, or like Colin did, he multiplied by, the biggest number he could to start off with, but then he went over. It depends on your role. So there is some strategic thinking that you need to use when playing Target 300.